Dead Sea Scroll, folks. If you've never seen one, now you're getting to see one. This is a portion of the Great Isaiah Scroll. And so the Great Isaiah Scroll is 25 feet long and 11 inches. And folks, you can read almost every single letter in the infrared, multi-level spectral imaging. And so I just want to, I can read all this, but I don't want to get down every rabbit hole. But, so the first line up there, these 15 verses is Isaiah 52, verses 13, 14, and 15, and all 12 verses of 53. And so Christian theologians believe that this is talking about Jesus, the Messiah, which I also believe. And this first line up here, in English, it says, "Behold, the righteous one, my servant. He will be high, lifted up, and greatly exalted." Isn't that cool? In Hebrew, it's really beautiful. It's Hine Yiskil Amadi, Vayarum Vanasa Vagavamehod. Isn't that pretty? C.S. Lewis used to say that one should read old books to let the breezes of the century blow through your mind. And Hebrew is just like that. Now go ahead to the next slide for me. So over here, to my right here, you see that circle there? That is the name of God in Hebrew. There's 4 letters, Yod, He, Vav, He. In every Dead Sea Scroll, that is actually in a different form, or a different morphology, or font, if you want to use that. Go to the next slide. So on the 3rd line down, right in the middle where my finger is, that's those 4 letters again. That's the name of God. So in your Bible, in the Old Testament, if you see capital L, capital O, capital R, capital D, that's this name right here, those 4 letters. Isn't that cool? I wrote that on my volleyballs, but I played volleyball in Lorain. It's cool. So go ahead to the next slide. Now, folks, I'm going to be signing some autographs back there after the show, and please come by and say hello and buy my stuff. I got some CDs and stuff for you. But this here is that wine. It's a wine jug, folks. That's 2,000 plus years old. We think it's actually 160 years before Christ. That little bowl on top of there was sealed for 2,000 years. And the Bedouin Arab, who I'll show you a picture of in a minute, he comes over to me. His name is Yusuf Ta'amra. His uncles discovered the Dead Sea Scrolls. He comes over and he goes, "Rick, come over here." And he lifts the lid and he goes, "Smell it." And I smelt it. Whoa, man. I could smell the sweet residue from over 2,000 years. If an olfactory connection doesn't tie you or inspire you to want to dig in archaeology, I don't know what could, you know? So this is a really famous thing. This is going to be in the Israeli Museum. The Israeli Museum is actually going to open a whole wing for our caves and our plateau discoveries. So go ahead to the next slide. This man right here in the middle, I can't say his name, but he's the guy that discovered the Dead Sea Scrolls, folks. And the gentleman on his right is Yusuf Ta'amra. He's the guy that was telling me about to lift the lid and smell it. And of course, that's me. Go ahead to the next slide. And so I want to show you, this is an ancient kitchen that we found in 2002. And the artifact to my left, where I'm pointing at, that is a store jar. And that artifact right there is a Roman cooking pot. Isn't that beautiful? They're both over 2,000 years old. And go ahead and go to the next slide. This is a bronze cooking pot. Am I in your way? Can y'all see that? Yeah. That's solid bronze, folks. We found that 2 years ago in 2018. And it's over 2,000 years. It's Hellenistic. So go ahead and go to the next slide. That's a new Dead Sea Scroll, folks. That's what made the history. We were featured on the cover of National Geographic in 2018, December. And if you want to find out more about our caves, you can Google Cave 12 Dead Sea, or Bing, whichever is your choice. Go ahead to the next slide. Now this is a pair of pickaxes that I personally found. We thought those were from Bedouin from the 50s. Turns out that they're actually over 2,000 years old. Those are the best preserved pickaxes in the entire world, folks. And it's amazing. All the niches, we found several niches in our cave, and all of them were dug by those two pickaxes. Isn't that cool? Go ahead and go to the next one. Now, this, I love camels. So this says Hachance Ha'aharon, which means the last chance. This is a Bedouin cafe by the Dead Sea. If you go there, tell them you know me, because we're Facebook friends. They have great za'atar and Bedouin bread. Man, it's awesome. And go ahead to the next one. This is the last slide. So this is what I'm going to be signing back in the back. And that's that wine jug. What do you think, y'all? Well, I'll tell you what. Being part of an archaeological excavation is so far out, man. I can't even tell you how cool it is. Everything is a wow. Everybody just has so much fun, and I thank you for letting me share all that with you, especially the pictures of our dig and our crew. And one of the things that I was inspired to do was to learn to read, write, and speak in Hebrew. So I studied that for 4.5 years at American Jewish University. So I would like to sing the Lord's Prayer in Hebrew for you, a cappella, and have you all join me in English. What do you think? Sound good? Now, if any of y'all know how to speak Hebrew, please feel free to sing it with me, okay? Okay, here we go. Avinu Shabbat Shemayim Yikdash Mecha Tovo Malchutecha Ya'aser Ritzonecha Ba'aretz Kasher Nasa B'Shemayim Tilanu Hayom Lechem Ukanu Uzlach lanu et ashmatenu, kasher salahim anachnu lashashmalenu, v'al tiveinu lidei masah, ki im hatulenu min hara, ki lecha hamamlecha, v'hagavada, v'hativerin le'olamei.
Which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but